If your team got guaranteed money, tell them call me.
Whoop. Make me say, my.
I done been around the world.
Yeah, I was made for this.
Player Performance with J.A. Cavalier.
Welcome back to another episode of Player Performance. I am J.A. Cavalier, your favorite capper's favorite capper. Do us a favor, go ahead, smash the like button. Appreciation is always appreciated. And if you're an NBA member, you definitely appreciated what we did on the NBA card yesterday. We now smashed our fifth straight NBA private play, 20-dime no doubt route on the New York Knickerbockers. Bing bong, 20 dimes in pocket, cash that ticket. I actually went out and I guaranteed they would not just win and cover. I said they would do so by double digits. They did just that. Matter of fact, they ended up winning that game by 16. It wasn't that close. Knicks went up early in the first quarter, never looked back. They were up by 30 most of that game. Another 20-dime no doubt route cashes. Tonight, we go for number 6. That's right. You can get that game right now. 20-dime ticket already in my pocket. You want it? Come get it. Click the link in the description below. My 20-dime no doubt route. Also, NBA members cash with 2 max bets as well. Milwaukee Bucks, we got there. They got that done. They were up early, often. Ended up blowing out the Detroit Pistons, as I said they would. And we cashed with the Philadelphia 76ers. That's now 2 in a row. I told you every good run starts with 1. Well, now they got back-to-back wins. Are they going to make it a third tonight? Maybe. I don't know. Gonna have to watch. NBA for Wednesday night, December 4th. Let's go.
Pistons versus Celtics.
First up, I believe that's me. Detroit at Boston, the Boston Celtics, the Detroit Pistons, and they got pissed on last night. Celtics laying 14.5. The total here is at 219.5. So we have Tatum and Drew, both questionable. There's no dirty laundry for the Detroit Pistons tonight, but the Pistons on a back-to-back with travel. That was a cup game yesterday. They ended up getting blown out. I said they would. We did have a max bet on the Milwaukee Bucks to the window. Cashed that. That was wire-to-wire point spread cover. But I said it was going to happen. I said that on the show yesterday, and then we, of course, cashed the ticket. I'm not in the habit of laying double digits. I also said that yesterday. But, and yes, there is a but. And you guys know, everything before the word but means absolutely nothing. Pistons are fresh off another landfill game. Trash, as I called it. Bucks beat the Pistons by double digits. Now Boston's laying 14.5. Detroit's now 2-6 straight up. 1-7 against the spread their last 8. The Celtics have won 8 of their last 9, 5 straight at home. Tatum or not, I don't care. They're going to beat the brakes off Detroit tonight. We are taking the Celtics. You can lay the 14.5. They win this game by 20. Celtics team total over. Always a good look. They start hitting those threes, and they don't stop. Take the Boston Celtics tonight. Lay the wood. Let's go.
Pacers versus Nets.
Indiana travels to Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Nets. Pacers laying 1.5. The total here is at 226.5. Look, the Pacers were on the road as a road favorite last night. Didn't get there. No bueno. No good. Put up a little bit of a fight late, but it was too little too late. It was actually the only game that I actually got to the window with and didn't cash, but it was my smallest ticket. Indy's now 0-5 against the spread their last 5. Brooklyn is 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 at home. Can't trust either team. What I do trust is the consistent, right? I can trust that constant, the one constant for both of these teams and what they do best, or what I should say is what they do worst, and that's defense. Neither team plays defense. Lack of defense. Both teams are on an L3 right now. Lost 3 in a row. Pacers have given up 122, 136, 130. The Nets 128, 100, and then 123. But that 100 was to the Orlando Magic. Magic don't score points. Not against anyone. It doesn't matter. Still, they beat the Nets putting up that 100. Brooklyn ranks 20th in scoring defense, 114 points per game. Pacers are 27th, allowing 119 a game. Over has cashed in 15 of the Pacers' last 20, 8 of the last 12 against the Nets. Don't overthink it. Take the over. This one gets up and over the number of 226.5.
Lakers versus Heat.
Lakers at Miami. LeBron turns to Miami. Heat are laying 2.5, total at 219.5. Butler's questionable for Miami. You see James out for the Lakers, right? And your first thought is, what? No LeBron tonight? But you got to dig deeper. And it's fucking Bronny. For the love of God, stop putting Bronny James on the injury report. He means 0 to the line, 0 to the game, 0 to the handicap. He is of zero consequence. He doesn't matter. Anthony Davis and Austin Reeves both have Q tags. Reeves is questionable. AD is probable. I do have a sneaky suspicion that he sits, and if he does play, he plays limited minutes. The Heat beat up on centers. You guys know that. They're tough on centers. But regardless, I'm on Miami in this spot. Lakers on the road, automatic fade. Not just losing, they're losing by 20 or more. The Lakers are 2-5 straight up last 7, 1-4 last 5 games against the Heat. Lakers don't cover either. 1-8 against the spread their last 9. I'll take my Miami Heat at home, and yes, I will be in the building. Let's go, Heat. Let's go.
Magic versus 76ers.
Orlando at Philadelphia. Magic are laying 5.5. The total here is at 204.5. 76ers plus 5.5 for me. Both teams on a back-to-back, both off of cup games, but there's a little different tale for both of these teams. The Magic got rolled, lost to the Knicks by 15, but the game was never even that close. Bing bong, 20 dimes on the New York Knickerbockers yesterday. Cash that ticket. I also had a max bet on the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers were winning that game handily. Charlotte Hornets came back in the fourth quarter, made a game of it, actually took a lead before the Sixers pulled away late and won that one by 6. The handicap on Orlando is simple. You take the Magic at home, you fade them on the road, and it really is that simple. Things are only complicated when you start to overthink them. And I get Orlando's now 3-1 their last 4 on the road, but that's a magic trick, isn't it? You show them one thing over here while what's really happening is over there. It's all an illusion. 2 of those were against decimated Nets team, Charlotte Hornets without LaMelo Ball. You know what I said about the Charlotte Hornets without LaMelo Ball. They're trash. Still, the Magic are just 6-8 on the road. You take away those 3 wins, and they're 3-8 on the road. They're even worse against the Philadelphia 76ers, just 2-14 last 16. Philly, their run has officially started. They've won and covered 2 straight, and this is a revenge spot for the Sixers. Give me Philadelphia. Now, I'll take the 5.5 points in my back pocket, but the truth is, I'm sprinkling more than just a little sprinkle on the money line because I don't really want the points. I'm not going to need the points. Give me the Sixers money line. They win this game on the court.
Hawks versus Bucks.
Atlanta at Milwaukee. Bucks laying 3.5. Total here is at 235.5. I'm on the over 235.5. Look, we already know I don't bet the Atlanta Hawks. More so, I don't even bet Hawk games anymore. Wizards have 2 wins on the season this year, right? Both of those wins outright over the Atlanta Hawks. But then, of course, Atlanta, they go in, they beat the Boston Celtics. And not only do they beat the Boston Celtics, but they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers on back-to-back games, twice, 2 games in a row. I would love to get to Milwaukee in this spot. I believe you just keep cashing with the Bucks. The Bucks mean Bucks, but I can't do it. Bucks have been one of those teams. You know, they've won 7 straight. They're on fire right now. But Atlanta's pretty hot as well. They've won 4 straight as well. So, you know what? You have 2 teams playing hot, 2 teams playing well. So the best play here is, of course, just take the over. Both of these teams rank top half of the league in scoring. Atlanta 9th, Milwaukee 15th. The Bucks have scored 120 or more in 4 of their last 5. The Hawks have gone over the total in 4 of their last 6 games. Both teams trend to the over as well. 4-2 in the Hawks' last 6, 4-1 in the Bucks' last 5. I expect this to get up and over the posted total. Give me the over in the Bucks-Hawks game.
Timberwolves versus Clippers.
Minnesota at LA. The Timberwolves are laying 3. The total here is at 210.5. And I am on the under 210.5. Look, if you like defense, this is the game for you. Both teams, top 10 in points allowed per possession. Timberwolves, they've won their last 2, but they did it on the defensive end of the court, allowed fewer than 100 points in each of those games. Each of their last 3 games have all gone under the total. Clippers have given up less than 100 points in 2 of their last 3. Those 2 games also went under the posted total. Both teams play to a slow pace. Minnesota 19th in pace, Clippers 25th. LA is 13-8-1 to the under. Clippers also on a back-to-back. These teams just played on November 29th. The final score in that game, 93-92. Expect more of the same. Give me the under 210.5.
Tell me what you gonna do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, rolling.
That's right, guys. He's good. He's very, very good. Look, guys, get to ylose.com. That's the letter Y, LOSE.com. Free picks, stats, trends, scores, odds, and more. That's ylose.com. The letter Y, LOSE.com. We have props from Luke Shuey, the prop master. Coach Rick Bowe always has his best bet for sale. Neil McDonald on fire in soccer. You have Les Victory doing his NHL, a little melting the ice over there. And Punchy, of course, pick up the UFC cards from the greatest combat handicapper in the business. And then, guys, the biggest play of the night, the biggest blower on the board, my NBA 20-dime no doubt route. Link in the description below. You can get that right now for $100. It's a game that I personally have $20,000 on. I'm not like the rest of these cappers on social media. I actually put my money where my mouth is. I ride with the community. Every night, every game I release to my clients, you can bet I'm sprinkling myself. But my 20-dime no doubt routes are named appropriately. 20 dimes on this game tonight. We're looking for our 6th straight NBA private play. Let's go. Link in the description below. Well, that's it for me today. I will be back here tomorrow breaking down the entire NBA card. Free picks, no fluff. But until then, remember, bet with your head, not above it.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I cut my arm.